So when you're basket feeding, have you ever wondered why after 20 or 30 goes your player gets it, but when you put them into a match it kind of breaks down? Well, in this video I'm going to break down the difference between block practice and random practice and why block practice doesn't work the way we think. So I think the biggest problem with block practice is it's single ball feeds that land in the same position in the same way over and over again. But ask yourself the question, when in a tennis match does that ever happen? Never. Nadal himself, in a very famous quote, says, "You'd think after the millions of tennis balls that I've hit, I'd be able to hit every single ball perfectly. But the hardest part about tennis is the variability." So the question I'd ask is, why do we block feed? Why do we block practice if it never happens in a match? So the answer, quite simply, is we've always done it that way. Tennis coaches for 100 years have used a basket in single ball feeds with the idea of repetition with repetition, having the same shot over and over again, develops muscle memory, enables the player to just recall the skill under pressure. But modern science and psychology shows us that doesn't quite happen. That's why we see the big disconnect. The average, or the general feeling for mass or block practice, is less than 30% transfers. So what can we do that has a bigger impact on our players? What we can do is do what we call representative learning design. If we replicate and design practices that have more variability, that have problem solving, decision making and adaptability brought in, a bit like the drill I have on the screen now, research and evidence shows us that up to 60 to 70% of skill transfers. So if we stop block feeding and mass feeding and we design our practices that are more representative to the game itself, more skill will develop, therefore more players will play the game. So if you'd like 5 game-changing practices to take on court this evening with your players, check out the link down below. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I'll see you soon.